tell us a little bit about what you do.
I make sculptures. I'm a sculptor. I take thrift store figurines and I sculpt them into little monsters and stuff, and we make custom foosball tables now.
I saw the foosball table. Tell us how you built that.
Nick and I decided we needed a showstopper for the Dark Carnival Expo show that we were doing, and so we found an online person who was selling a foosball table, and we deal a lot with recycled art, so we purchased the foosball table. Nick took the legs and built a fence around the outside of it, and I got to work sculpting 26 individual zombies and humans, original characters, some of them based on films. George Romero is on the table, and a few other celebrities that people might recognize.
And some people signed your table today.
Yes, absolutely. Eugene Clark, Howard Sherman, and George A. Romero are actually at the con, and they came by today and they signed our table for us, which was amazing. It was like the highlight of probably the last decade for me. Absolutely.
Where can people find you online?
They can go to my website, which is preciousmutations.com. Follow me on Instagram, which is @preciousmutator, also on Twitter, and Facebook, just Precious Mutations on Facebook. You look it up, my page is there, and that's where I do post most of my work.
I'm Laura, and I make zombie babies. The kids and I travel all over Ontario, mostly southwestern Ontario and the Toronto area, and we've been to New Jersey to be on Comic Book Men.
And so you make these yourself. Tell me a bit about that.
They're all hand-painted. I use collectible children's dolls, reborn dolls, or vinyl toys. Hand-paint them, zombify them, all the eyes glow in the dark.
I mean, is there a big market for this sort of thing?
Actually, yes, there is, and a lot of kids like them too for gifts.
We are an online horror store. We're actually based out of Niagara Falls, but we like to come around to the different expos and Comic-Cons. So we sell a variety of merchandise, t-shirts, purses, toys, jewelry, all catering to the people who love the dark, the twisted, the macabre, and the horrific, just like we do.
And speaking of all this scary stuff, is there a big audience, a big market for this?
Massive market. A lot of them, I don't know, I would say could be possibly underground, if you will, but they come out in swarms and droves, and it's amazing. We all have such great conversations when we're here, meet a lot of great people because we have so much in common, and you're always reminded of how much you actually love this kind of thing when you come out to shows like this. It's just amazing. Just love it, and I could do this every day if I could.
And because it's online, this must be exciting because you get to speak to people in person.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's why we love it so much, is to actually be able to be out here, have fun, talk to our customers. We actually have customers come in that say, oh, I bought, this t-shirt from you online. I'm like, I remember your name, It's really nice to put a face to the name and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's amazing just to have that interaction.
We're Mental Floss Sideshow. Our first protocol is we are professional sideshow performers. We do two things. One thing that we do is feats of daring do, such things as straight jacket escapes, beds of nails, walking and jumping on broken glass, and so on and so forth. But the thing that we're doing here today is our Cabinet of Curiosities, which is kind of like an old-style dime museum, effectively a 10-in-1 tent of exhibits from our travels to the 5 corners of the globe and beyond. Bizarre things of all sorts of natures, like medical marvels, scientific wonders, anthropomorphic taxidermy, so on and so forth. Every exhibit that we have is based in truth. Some of them it's the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Other items, it's a seed of truth that grew into a rather fantastic and, quite honestly, questionable tall tale.
Now, the things that you would find in here, without giving away too much, are you creating them, are you building them, or do you purchase them, or how does that work?
Well, as we say, we've collected them from our travels to the 5 corners of the globe. So some things are natural wonders that we've acquired from various sources, and others are depictions of stories, cautionary tales, if you will. My husband and I are both artists, so we have a heavy hand in the creation of what's on the inside. I hand paint all of the banners. So a lot of it comes from also history, imagination.
The sideshow thing has definitely developed over the years. We originally, the show started back in the UK. We're 10 years old this year. Been in Canada for 5 years, and we've had much more success in Canada than we ever had back in my home country. So yeah.